again and welcome to Elementary Credit Repair Credit Scoring Video Series. In the fourth and final video, we're going to cover amounts owed and length of history. So let's get into it. This topic covers the amount owed on a credit card known as credit card utilization and how this affects your credit score. Credit card utilization is the amount that you owe on a credit card. This is based on the limit of the credit card. And this is the portion of a credit card that we, as consumers, have the most control over. Once again, the scoring model wants you to be able to prove that you know how to manage your money and won't max out your credit cards. This is another portion of the predictive analytics scoring model that algorithms use, just like when we talked about in payment history. The rule of thumb to go by is you don't want to take your credit card above 70% of your available balance. When you do this, the scoring algorithm is going to penalize your credit. Even if you're not late on a payment, you're going to lose some points. Anytime you're going to apply for a credit card, you want your score to be the best as possible. So you want to make sure your credit cards are paid down below 10% in most cases. You want them to be as close to zero as you possibly can get them. The algorithm looks at credit card utilization in two ways. It scores each card's utilization individually, and then it does an aggregate utilization of all credit cards. Following this rule of thumb will keep you in a positive light as far as the scoring algorithms go. This keeps your credit score strong and with a steady upswing. Now finally, let's get into the final section of the credit scoring model, length of history. This is the portion of the scoring model we really don't have much control over. The only way you can change how old your oldest account is if you happen to be added as an authorized user. Now, this would be added on a credit card that is older than the oldest trade line you have on your credit report. I'd like to give the example of my friend Kelly's daughter. When Kelly's daughter turned 18, she wanted to buy a new car. So she went car shopping with a friend and didn't tell Kelly that she was going car shopping. Now, keep in mind, Kelly owns a very successful credit repair company, so she knows her stuff. But what can you tell a teenager when they think they know everything already? You know, I go to teenagers all the time for advice because they know everything. But now being young and naive, she didn't just want any car. She wanted a spanking brand new BMW 25i. So she went to the BMW dealership and she did a test drive on a brand new 325i. When they ran her credit and saw she had no credit at all, they promptly declined her for a new car. So she went home feeling pretty dejected and annoyed. When she told Kelly that she went car shopping, Kelly told her that she should have let her know before she went, because she would have been able to add her as an authorized user on one of her credit cards, and then she would have had at least one score when she applied for the loan. So Kelly added her daughter to her American Express card. Now, this happened to be reporting on a Wednesday, which would then pop up on her credit card, her daughter's credit that day. So then on Friday, she went to her local credit union and they pulled her credit. And when they pulled her credit, she went from no credit score at all to 814 credit score. Now her credit report was showing a history from when she would have been 12 years old. The credit union at that point approved her for a loan, but now she was able to get a used BMW 325i. Not a new one, but it was a nice one, nevertheless, from what I heard. Now, this is not a normal circumstance. However, every credit situation is different, and you should talk to a credit expert to get the proper advice. So then from there, Kelly's daughter was able to get a couple of department store credit cards and a Visa. She did this all within 6 weeks of getting her car loan. So now her credit score went from 814 to a 690, which is still good, but because of the inquiries on all the new accounts, her credit score dropped. So by Kelly adding her daughter as a new credit card, as an authorized user on a credit card, she effectively changed her oldest account. But really, that's the only way you can change how long you've had credit. If this is something that you want to do, you may want to ask a family member to do it, or do it for someone, one of your kids, to get added to the account as a credit card, as an authorized user. Keep in mind that if you do this for someone, or they do it for you, you don't have to give or get the credit card. So you can rest assured that your credit will be fine, or tell the person that you're getting it from, they don't have to worry about their credit as well. So, and it's going to be safe. Now, this concludes the 4 video series from Elementary Credit Repair. I hope you enjoyed and you go out and start working on your credit. So stay tuned for more educational videos. And remember, our goal is to always provide only the most relevant information that will help consumers and our community. Tell a friend about what you heard and have them check us out also. Tell them you can check us out at elementarycreditrepair.com or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Thank you and be well.